Hello everyone! Today's video will be about creating this figure, a spoon, in SolidWorks, using of course these parameters. Let's get started. I'll start first with this one by creating this center line with a dimension of 143.5. Then proceed on creating this arcend part. I'll use the top plane as the sketch area. Make a center line from the origin. Then select Smart Dimensions to set its length to 143.5. Then create a circle from that center line until the origin. And put its radius 10. Next is the construction line here, which is the basis for this curve here with a radius of 6 and parameters 18 and 50. I'll use a midpoint line, set it for construction, then input the parameter 18 and 50 using Smart Dimensions. Next is another construction line here in the middle, which will be the basis for R20. Since it doesn't have a distance just like the 50 and 143.5, I'll just use this 7 parameter. I'll use midpoint line again for construction and set its parameter into 7. Then I'll proceed with this curve using this point as the center. To make that, I'll use center point arc, select this center, and just drag it up to this one. Set its radius into 20. Next is this one with a radius of 6, using this point as the center. Same procedure as the previous one. Then this one with the radius of 40, I'll use tangent arc for this one. And I'll just edit its leader. With that, I'll need to make the line smooth, like this figure. So I need to put relations to these points since they are endpoints of an arc, meaning they must be tangent with each other. I'll just trim this circle to have an endpoint. To add relations, select this point and make it tangent. Same goes for the other points. I'll proceed with the next part, which is this R6 arc and this one with the radius of 600. I'll start by creating a circle first. Set its radius into 6. Then a 3-point arc from this point up to this circle and set its radius into 600. Trim this circle to edit its relations. For this one, I'll delete its current relations since it pertains to this line here. I'll replace it by making it tangent. Same goes for this one, and I'll just trim the excess. Since it's fully defined, I'll mirror the entities in this plane, mirror about this center line, trim the excess, and check each point if they are symmetrical with each other. Now that I'm done with this face, I'll proceed to the next one, which is this side. I'll start first by creating this figure without its dimension. I'll use the front plane, three-point arc starting at the origin, then tangent arc for the other arcs. With this base, I'll create this center line with a dimension of 40. And add its radius as well. So this point and this one, which is the center of this arc, are in line with each other. So I'll create a center line up to the center. Select the center point and this end point and make their relations coincident to make them in line with each other. Next, from this center line to this one is 119. I'll use Smart Dimensions for that. From this center point to here is 35. And its length is 74. For this arc is a radius of 500. Since this arc does not indicate a specific dimension, I'll just let it be since the points are already tangent with each other. Now I already put its proper dimensions, but it's still underdefined, so I'll use 143.5 dimension earlier, which corresponds to the length of the spoon. Next, I'll create this center line since it will be the basis of the sketches I'll do for each plane ABC. So starting from this one for plane A, setting its dimension into 111, then another one for plane B, with a dimension of 76. Lastly, for plane C, with a dimension of 6. Since I'm done with the setup and it is still fully defined, I'll proceed with making the reference plane ABC for these arcs. I'll use the front plane as the first reference and select the construction lines I made earlier as the second reference. I'll just repeat that for the other ones. And and I'll rename each plane as ABC. After that, I'll start sketching with plane A with an arc with a radius of 30. I'll use 3-point arc, set its radius into 30, then I'll add relations to each endpoint since I need them to be in line with each other. But instead of using horizontal relation, I'll use vertical instead, since if horizontal is used, it will be like this. That's because the plane I made is on the vertical side, so I'll choose that instead. Then I'll trace for the midpoint of this arc, select it along with the endpoint of the line I made earlier, and make them coincident. Now I just need to make each entity fully defined. Adding smart dimensions for this arc will make it fully defined, but overall entities in plane A is still underdefined because of these endpoints. Since this arc is already set into the radius of 30, I'll just fix the relations of this endpoint into place. Then add dimension. I'll repeat the same process with the remaining plane and arcs with a radius of 10 and 40. Now that I'm done with its layout, it's time to make it like this, with its surface and proper shape. So to do that, I'll use the sketch of this one and go with boundary surface since we mostly have tangent entities and different curves. So for direction 1, I'll select this one. And for direction 2, I'll select each arc that I made from each plane. Next, to shape it into a spoon like this figure, I'll use trim surface. Select this sketch as the trim tool and this one as the surface to trim. I now have here the spoon. So I'll just need to add final touches such as adding thickness, which is about 1 unit. Then fill up the edges using this radius 0.2 with File Expert, it will automatically select all edges of the figure. It will look like this with smooth edges. So that would be all. Thanks for watching.